Welcome back to FS22, and today we're going to take a look at a new mod by me, the mini biogas plant, which has released on modhub today and is available on all platforms. So let's have a look at it, shall we? So if we jump into the construction menu under productions and factories, here it is. It is £55,000, dollars or euros. It's based on the BGA that's built into the Erlengrap map, which I really like the style of, but as you know, if you're a regular on my channel, I find the FS22 BGAs are incredibly slow to process things. So I decided to build my own based on the one on Erlengrap, and it's a little bit faster than most of the BGAs that have been released so far. So looking at triggers, we have the productions trigger just here, and we can see that this will take silage, slurry, manure, cut and whole sugar beets, potatoes and straw, and you'll see that the cycles per month is much higher than most of the BGAs that we will have seen for FS22, and it means it behaves much more like a BGA for FS19, so it will process things for you very quickly. Financially, it's a lot like the BGAs that are around at the moment, so yeah, you're going to get a nice bit of income from it, but it's not silly. Let's have a look at how things work, shall we? So production trigger there, we have the bunker trigger here. This has a tip trigger in front of the bunker and also a bale trigger in front of the bunker, so you can unload bales in front of it and they will go in, and then a bale trigger inside the bunker as well. Got a digestate point here and then our slurry drop off point here. Capacities wise, this thing holds quite a lot. So for silage, slurry, manure and straw, you can put in 75,000 litres of each of those, and then for the cut sugar beet and potatoes, it's 36,000 litres of those, which is pretty good. And then, as I said, from the financials point of view, so I'm just trying to move some things around on my screen. From a financials point of view, you're going to get about a 200% boost on the price of selling silage and potatoes. Sugar beet is about 250%. Manure and slurry, you're getting nearly 1,000% boost. And then, as I said, for straw, you get an extra 30%, which is not huge, but given that most BGAs don't take straw, I thought it was a nice little amount to just up your income potentially, and obviously you get digestate. So let's have a look now at the triggers and dropping some product in, and we'll just see how it works. It's pretty much like any BGA. It's just the speed that's different really, and it's not too expensive. I was kind of inspired by the BGA that used to be available with the No Man's Land pack. Right, we'll see very quickly these bales drop into the trigger. We'll just put this out of the way, and then we'll have a look at how this thing performs. I think it's nearly 70,500 litres. It is a little bit loud, I'm afraid. And then if we activate silage in the productions menu, you can see that very quickly we are churning through that silage. This is on 5 times if I speed it up, just so we can progress a little bit of time. You'll see that in an hour we're going to get through that big stack of bales. There we go, all processed in an hour. It's maybe not massively realistic, but I think this is a game. I just got very frustrated with the BGAs that were built into the game, so just to show you the other bale trigger, we'll put some straw in. Obviously you can put loose product in as well, so we'll have a look at that in a moment. Currently this won't work with some of the bits from the modular BGA, but I am planning to do an update so that, for example, you could use this with the generators from the modular BGA if you wanted, so you could make even more money. And you see straw again is processing fairly quickly, so that's doing 840 litres every cycle with 2,400. It's 100 cycles an hour if you're on a 1-day month. So it does get through product very quickly. If we just park this guy out of the way and we'll put some manure in. So you can put manure, potatoes, beets, cut beets. I just filled this side up because it would be easy then to put all the products in to show you. If you do like the mod, don't forget to go into modhub and rate it. That will be really cool. And just kind of, yeah, something that I wanted in the game, and I made it and sent it to Casa Farms, who's a friend of mine, and he said, why don't you try and submit that to modhub? And here we are. So put some manure in. You can see it's back up to the trigger there and tip it in. And you can see we're still processing the straw, so we'll just speed up time a bit to get that straw processed. It's generally best, you can run multiple production processes at once, but I find it's generally better to run them one at a time just to get through things. If we then jump in to the productions menu and switch straw off and put manure on, you'll see we're going to get through that fairly quickly as well. So let's just have a look at some of the outputs, shall we? And let's put some slurry in as well. So I'll be right back. So we've now got a tank full of slurry that we can put through the BGA as well. So the slurry trigger is just over here. You can just offload that as well. As I said, this will hold 75,000 litres of slurry. Tank is fairly slow to empty, but we can probably jump into the productions menu. We are still processing our manure, but we'll put the slurry one on as well, and we'll get that processing. And we've got some digestate stored as well, so I'll just jump in the 6R and we'll show the fill trigger for that. But the slurry tank can hold, well, sorry, the digestate tank can hold 1 million litres of digestate. So you can store plenty of it in your BGA. You can also, if I go back into the productions menu, if you go down here, you can also select to be selling or distributing that. So if you want to sell the digestate, you could do that. You could put it on distributing and put it through then a secondary fermenter from the modular BGA pack. So that is an option. And then if we just hit R, we can fill up with our digestate from here. And then go fertilize our fields. So that's it. The mini biogas plant from me, Disturb Simulations. If you liked it, go and give it a rating on modhub, and I'll catch you next time on FS22.